Cute Crafty here with another Off the Board with pineapple papers. We're almost done. I can't believe it's the end of July. This is the last Sunday. We only have one more Wednesday where all of us who always joined in monthly will be joining in on Wednesday. So make sure you tune in for that. This pen is kind of loosely inspired. I need to scrapbook these last 5 pictures. I just picked a few that we got done from our photographer for my son's baby book. And I'm so close to being done. I don't want to add more pages to it, if that makes sense. Like, I saved 2 spots for these photos, and I did that really pretty one with only 2 photos last time, so that leaves me with 5 left. So I'm kind of using this pen as inspiration. I really like the idea of taking like a giant letter or number and using that to incorporate your photos. So I'm kind of, this is very skewed from that, but I was looking at this one and going, well, what if I trimmed them and formed them just into a giant J? So there's a photo here, and then I have a little journaling spot, and I'm going to kind of surround it all with strips of pattern paper so you can see the letter better, and I might even ink the edges as well to make them stand out even more. So we'll see how this turns out. This might not be my best work yet, you guys, but so far I'm kind of liking the idea, and then I'll just add some kind of embellishments, and I don't need a huge title. But I just wanted to arrange them in a way that wasn't just boring. So I'm going to do it as a J, and I might even shift it over a little bit so it's not so up against that. And yeah, we'll go from there. Okay, let's get started. So doing this layout is relatively simple. It's just like working it out in your brain what you need to do first. So I decided just to kind of accentuate the fact that it's going to be in the shape of a J. So I am inking all the outside edges of the paper strips. Now I'm not going to trim down the paper strips so that they are all the same size or anything. They're going to be tucked under photos, so it doesn't really matter. And it would just be scraps that would probably get thrown away anyway. So I did this first edge, and I trimmed my photos a tiny bit because I realized I want something to go all the way around the photos to really make it prominent that it's a J shape that they're in. So I trimmed them down on the tops or bottoms to give a little bit of room to put a strip of paper above the right-hand column of photos. So I'm just inking the outside of that right-hand strip first, and then the left-hand strip, and then laying those down, and then the bottom strip as well. And then I will lay down those first set of photos after I do this top strip. And then that way always the photos will be on top of the paper strips, except for on one photo, because I really like what the strip said. It says love you, comma, mean it. On that one that I trimmed, part of it is above the right-hand column of photos, and then the other part is going to be above the left-hand photo, which is going to be that cute little photo of my son in the little ear hat. And I was torn between using these papers because I clearly have a Christmas photo, but if I didn't have that photo in there, you would never know that we used some of these photos for our Christmas card. So despite that being like a Christmas photo, the one on the bottom, I didn't use anything Christmassy at all, because in the other page that's going to be with this, it's not Christmassy at all either, and I use the same. It's the February kit from Paper Issues. So yeah, it was really weird to be putting down a Christmas photo and not be using any Christmas whatsoever, like not even close. But yeah, it's not Christmas, so yeah. So then I'm doing the strip over on the left as well as the journaling spot and the one that's going to go above this long skinny photo. And basically I just trimmed off. I have the rights to all my photos, but I printed these ones off from Facebook for some reason. I think because I'm not really sure where our disc of all our photos went. So I trimmed off all the photographer's markings, which she'd be fine with it. We're friends, so. And I do have the rights to the photos, so they're the same photo. She just added her marking to it. I do have them all. It's just we're still in the process of organizing all our printed photos, discs, and that's also a problem. So I have a disc of all our photos. We don't have a disc reader anymore. We don't have any. So, and it's my personal scrapbook. I'm not using it to sell or anything, so it's not a big deal. Anywho, so there. I got all the strips of papers around and now it looks like a J. And I actually really like the way that turned out. So I'm just going to add a couple little clusters. These are the ephemera pack. I'm pretty sure this is the Amy Tan collection from this year, the Picnic in a Park maybe, or something like that. And I'm just going to use some leftovers. I had some of this stuff from on the other page. And I like the little ice cream cone that says smile. It's just in good colors and it's photos, so why not, right? And then, so I'm going to put those things down, pop up the ice cream cone on foam, and then I'm going to go through some stuff in my stash just to add a few more things. First, I'm just journaling about how the photo session was amazing. He barely fussed. He started fussing at the end, and then we put him in. He was not happy about getting put in one of those nets. I don't know if that's still a trend, but it was a trend to have your baby suspended in a hanging net or bag, a little hammock almost. He hated it. We did get that one professionally printed from her, and we have it framed on the wall in our house. And I should have included it in the photos here, but I mean, there's so many photos to pick from. And so we have some on the walls, which those will eventually go somewhere, and some in this album. And then we have the disc of all of them. But so I just talked about how in the journaling, how he didn't fuss at all, except for at the end. And he was getting hungry and he did not like that hanging net thing. But I'm just going through all my little accessories from the Me and My Big Ideas thing and found a couple pieces. And then I really wanted a big old title. I had a board, a pin with a really good title on it, but it was really long and I didn't feel like, I was being lazy, honestly. I was being lazy. So I decided to use these, and of course the backing came off on all of them. But so I took all the backing off, glued them down. Life is beautiful, simple, just commemorating these photos, and it's in a giant J, and I thought it worked out well. But thanks again, you guys, for watching. Make sure you check everybody out down below, and we'll see you next time. Bye.